Alright, Hades Omega here. I got my Garmin eTrex 20 here. I'm gonna go fire this bad boy up, and I'm gonna show you how to how you could save and download your tracks. So I just came back. I just got done with doing the bike party last night. I got back at like midnight or something, and oh wow, that started pretty fast. And I'm gonna show you how to save the tracks. So the map should still be in here. Yeah, so this is all the tracks and everything for last night. I don't know why there's so many lions in one place. And there it is. All right, and another interesting thing is I didn't clear the tracks on this before I started using it, so it's got tracks from something else. I don't remember what I used this thing for last. I think I used it for dirt biking. So you'll probably see some dirt biking tracks in there. Okay, so these are all the different tracks that are in here. But so I already covered it in a previous movie, but to save your tracks, you just go to current track, and then you save the track, and then you save it with some kind of meaningful name, like so this one was Bike Party, right? And unfortunately, I don't know how many miles I biked yesterday. It had to have been around 20 or something, and I'm out of shape. I'm out of shape and I'm sick, so I have an excuse. But yeah. So I'm just gonna put bike party. So yeah, this is the GPS map has a joystick, just like it's like the GPS map. The GPS map has the big round thingy, and this one has like a joystick. I don't like either of them. They're hard to use, but you don't need to type most of them. Sorry, this is taking a minute. What was yesterday's date? Let me see. Yesterday's date was the 17th. All right, 17th. I will just put the date. So yesterday was 06. So you can see how you kind of navigate around the menu. 17, and it's 2016. Done. There it is, exporting the tracks. So do you want to clear your data? Let's not do that right now, but look at the trip computer. See, I'm pretty sure I didn't bike 172 miles. Anyway, so that's it. And then just go ahead and turn it off by holding down the power button. Wait for that little power logo sign to come off, and then just go ahead and I don't know why it doesn't turn off. Oh, there it is. Okay, so go ahead and plug in your USB cable to your computer, like so. This is hard to do with one hand, so I will not do it with one. Okay, there it is. It's starting up. It's got the little USB logo. When you see the USB logo, it should start the connection process to your computer, like when it gets brighter like that. And there, I hear the little bing bong. Something should pop up on my screen right now. Alright, I don't want to do that. I guess I could, but I don't want it to mess up my... Alright, so you want to go to Garmin, and it'll save it in GPX, and then the file was called... Okay, this is the file we use, if you remember. It should be track bike party. So every time it saves a track, it'll save it as track underscore and then whatever you named it as. So that was it. Actually, let's check out. I will check out these two right here. So we're gonna go copy this somewhere. Let's say copy this to this GPS tutorial folder. So I'm using it for a GPS tutorial. All right. So what I'm gonna do today is show you how to. I just showed you how to download the file to your computer. And I'm going to show you. It's pretty much the opposite of uploading the file. If you can do one, you can show you some cool stuff you can do with your tracks. So we'll go here. We go to Google Earth. Google Earth starts up. Bam! There it is. There is the Earth. And then you want to go to wherever you saved your files. I was like in that GPS tutorial file right here. And then nothing will show up because your Google Earth is on KMZ. So that's another like kind of like a tracks format or something. Well, it's a Google Earth file. So you want to go under GPS here because what you're looking for is a .gpx file. And bam, they pop up. So so this is the one I recorded last night. Let's check it out. I haven't even seen it yet either, so yes, okay. So so you can see what has happened here. What's happened is I forgot to clear the track from the last time I started GPS, so it actually recorded it the last time I started it. And you can see here, this is San Jose right here, and this is Stony Ford, California. This is the last place I used it. So this is a track I made in Stony Ford when I was dirt biking. This down here, let's go back up, I'll teach you how to use the controls in Google Earth real quick too. So so here I got my mouse here, handy dandy mouse. You can pretty much do everything you can, everything with the view with the mouse. If provided you had a like a little roller thing here and a button, you can do pretty much everything from the mouse. So if I wanna zoom in, I will flick the wheel forward. If I want to zoom out, I flick it out. And then if I want to rotate the camera axis, I hold the camera down. Hold the button down. I mean, the middle button, and then I can move the camera around. So I'll go demonstrate that right now. So all right. So I'm zooming in. I'm rolling the wheel forward, and then if you want to move the map around, you just hold the left mouse button down like this, and then just move it around, and you can move around where you want to go. It's pretty simple. And then let's say I want to zoom in more. Oh, that's too far. I want to zoom out. I roll it back the other direction. Too easy, right? And then if I want to change the angle, I just hold the middle mouse button, the middle mouse wheel button down, and then I move the mouse around, and whoa, look at that. We're rotating the camera basically. And so you can see things in like 3 dimensions. So pretty much last night's ride was flat. Yeah, it was very flat. I would say that. Very flat. It was all in the city. There was like some bridges and stuff, I think, but that was about it. So that's it. So you can zoom in. You can, oh, okay, if you rotate it, you can rotate around the axis. You know, you can get some cool stuff. And the cool thing about Google Earth, let me see here. If I get the sidebar out here, there's if you're in the city, oh, this is only in the city, you can put 3D buildings, and it'll be like awesome. Watch this. So like I was in downtown San Jose yesterday. That's where the bike party was. So see, it's got all the 3D buildings. It looks like we were riding on the highway, but not really. We're underneath it. And you can get some cool screenshots with this. Look at that. So yeah. So if one thing I use Google Earth for is I like to use it for doing screen captures. So what I do is you just go to save here, and then you go to save image. And then usually you want to wait for this little bar on the Google Earth bar on the bottom, this little round one, the little circle thing right here, the little blue circle. You want to wait for that to finish spinning around or whatever, because that means it's downloading. Watch, if I move the map around, see? When it turns full blue like that, that means it's fully downloaded everything. So every time you move the map around, it's constantly downloading stuff, you know. So you want to wait for that to turn blue before you actually snap the picture, or else you won't have download all the data and it'll look all yucky. So I go to save image, and then where was that? GPS tutorial. I'll just give it a name, find something 0. Let's put 01. Boom. And then I go back to that GPS tutorial directory, and here it is. And there's the picture. There it is. So some tips for getting images off of Google Earth is it's best to have it's best to turn the sidebar off when you're making images, or else it cuts the image down to like this size. So let's try that. So the sidebar is on right now, right? Sidebar, you can take it off by pressing Control-Alt-B, or just going under View and unchecking it. See? But it's best to save the image when the bar is gone, and I'll show you why. So 02, just saved it. So it's saved as 02. So here's 02. So you see, it's smaller. It cuts the sides off of the picture because you reduce your resolution. So let's go to 1. See, it's wider. It's hard to tell, but when you post it on the internet, you can tell the difference. Oh, now I'm just like, yeah. See, you can definitely see the first one is wider than the second one. Yeah, the second one is taller, but this first one is wider. And I don't know if most people have wide monitors nowadays, so you know it's probably better to save the picture like that. So okay, let me see that other the other file I downloaded was it was a file I took on Leap Day. So I'll show you what it looks like when you're like riding in the mountains and stuff, somewhere 3D. So there it is. This is a ride I did on Leap Day up Mount Hamilton. It was a lot of fun, and I counted it. It was like there was more than like 80. I think it was more than 100 turns on Mount Hamilton or something. But it's crazy. So here we go. So I'm using the button. I'm reorientating the camera. I'm zooming in, moving the camera down again. I'm rotating to the left, right? See. So let's get a picture of the observatory. How about that? So you can see all the tracks going to the observatory. This is how I make my ride reports too, by the way. So there's the observatory. So let's say I want to take a like a kind of a low angle picture of the observatory shot with my tracks on there. Let's go from the side that has my tracks actually. Something like that, right? So I want to go like this. So see, we're actually below it, and then it looks pretty cool, yeah. Let's see if I can get a little more. Now we're a little high on it. Then you just do save. I'm gonna save this as 03. I go to 03. So that's kind of a cool way to showcase like where you've been, you know. So that's what I like about it. It's kind of cool. There's no 3D image for the observatory, unfortunately. So there's some pictures and stuff though. See, that's what it looks like. You can find a lot of cool stuff on Google Earth just by looking around, you know. Oh yeah. So let's. No, I can't do that. I was going to show you like some burnout marks that I saw in Japan, and I could actually see them. You can see your whole track there, see? So I started off like here, I think, and I took the freeway, and then I went this way. I took one route up, and then I took another route. I took the same route back, and then I took another way, the other way. You can see everything, even your mistakes, so... okay, that's pretty cool. So let me show you and then let me show you one more neat trick you can do with GPX files. Okay, so with RidewithGPS, see RidewithGPS there, you can you can upload your GPX tracks. So this is that remember that Leap Day ride that I showed you on Google Earth? Well, I uploaded that one to this because I made a video about it, and so it shows you what it looks like on Google Maps. It's very similar to that the bike party one that I just showed you, and it shows everything. And the cool thing I like about using Ride with GPS is it has an elevation chart. You can see like all the data. So you remember when I said it collects your data in 3D, everything, if you're going up, down, there you go. That's it right there. See, it even tells you how fast you're going. I was going 55 miles per hour, 2,000 feet here, about 8% grade. To see the highest elevation I rode that day was 4,200 feet. So 4,200 feet is the highest on Mount Hamilton. So it's pretty cool. A lot of cool data you can get from this. Yeah, it even has some cool stuff on the side here. Metrics. How long it took me to ascend. How long it took me to descend. My max speed, 91.5. I don't know about that. I don't know where I hit 95 miles per hour. Now, there has to be some kind of glitch or something. I don't know. That would mean I had exceeded the speed limit greatly at some point. Oh, you can do a speed elevation chart, grade chart. You can put them all in one chart. See? So you could. It's a way to analyze like. A lot of people use this for mountain biking and stuff, so you can analyze like what your ride was like, you know, and you could do that same thing right here. See, so you can see like where did I get this 95 miles per hour? I don't believe it. Which is this the speed one? I think this is the speed one. So this like tells all the speeds and stuff, you know. So I don't know. So right around here, I was at 67 miles per hour. I was on the flat surface. I wasn't. Yeah, it was flat. It wasn't moving at all. So I'd assume that's when I was on the freeway or something. That's the only time I could hit that speed, you know. So there you go. Just some cool things you can do with your GPX tracks. Let me see if I can hide this. Yeah, I'm not like an expert. Okay, so you go back to map here, and you can change the maps also. So there's different maps Ride with GPS uses. So bike maps. So these are all the bike routes and stuff. You can even see like the park has a lot of bike trails. You can change the satellite view. You can change it to something. Ride with GPS I guess is their own maps or something. OSM. Lots of maps. OSM cycle. OSM outdoors. There's US topographical maps. You can see all the contour lines and everything. Freaking rad. You can do a lot of things. Here's a flat contour map, and then they have like a 3D contour map. It's freaking rad. I love this. Then yeah, you can see your own tracks too while you're at it. So you can see like the closer the lines get, the steeper it is, right? Pretty rad. And then there's a picture of me when I went up there. I even had a picture of it. So anyway, I'll show you how to upload a track. Here's an upload. So you go to upload here, and then you go to select files, and you just find whatever file you want. Crap, you know what? I might just put, okay, I'll take a look at this Japan tracks I did. When I went to Japan, I did some motorcycle riding. But my GPS was only working for the first day. It kept on running out of battery and stuff. So that's it. This is a track that I did in Japan. Let's go take a look, analyze it real quick. So yeah, that last page you could save it with some kind of meaningful name or something. But this is it. This is that track. It's so you can see all these lines here, these long lines. What happens if you shut the GPS off and then you forget to turn it back on? This is what happens. Because you magically teleport from one place to another. Is what happens. So don't forget to turn your GPS off if you want to save your tracks. But you can see here I was in Tokyo. I rode around the palace area on the freeway. And then I went on the what they call the Tokyo Bay Aqua Line. It's like an underground tunnel. And then I rode around the Chichiba side of the Tokyo Bay for a while, and yeah, it's pretty cool. And you can see all the elevation plots here. So about here, I went up some kind of mountain or something. It's why it's very tall. Pretty much everything is flat in Japan. That's not true. That's absolutely not true. There's plenty of mountains in Japan. In fact, I went up Mount Fuji. I would like to see that map. But yeah, see, it even has the name you started in, everything. Let's go to topographical maps. Okay, so unfortunately, there's no U.S. topographical maps because this is in Japan. So I don't know. You just have to do like a satellite view. So there you go. That's a lot. That's a lot of the cool. I hope I didn't take up too much of your time, but I was just I got too preoccupied with playing it and showing off what it can do. So there you go. It's the sky's the limit, man. I use this for doing ride reports. If you would like to save like these elevation plot maps or anything like this, this is how I do it. There's probably a better way. I don't know, but you could use this button here, print screen. You can open up your paint program, or in this case, I will use Photoshop. Photoshop opens. I don't want to register. And something else is going to pop up. Close this. No, I do not want you to run Adobe Updater. Okay, so here's Adobe Photoshop. So you just go to New, make a new file. And if you have one in the clipboard already, it should have everything. Oh, great! So I'm running a dual. I'm doing a dual monitor setup right now, so that's why it's like that. And then you can just crop it the way you want it. Like if you don't want to have the browser in there or anything, or you can even just do a print screen and just have the browser like cleaner. Well, let's just say I just want the map. All I want is the map, and on the elevation plot. How about that? Do that. I go up here to crop. Boom, there it is, and then you just save it. Save as whatever, you know. I'm not gonna save it, but that's an interesting tool you can use for doing ride reports or a blog or something, or like, you know, just to show. Or you can do a Facebook post like, hey, I went here, I did that. Check out my plots here. I'm awesome. That kind of stuff. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope I didn't take too much of your time. I got really involved in the playing with this. But I hope I hope you guys learned something. And I may make another video on how to make your own GPX tracks with RidewithGPS in the future. RidewithGPS is really great. And I will talk about why it's good and why it's not good in another video. Hades Omega out.